Hello Rappers, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to the Access Show. Today is Wednesday update day. So many games have had updates today. I'm going to be going through the quick patch notes for all of them that matter to you. So what you are looking at right now is the brand new grenade. I've mentioned this the other day. It's live right now. You can try it. It is the Pantropy grenade. Some people are liking it, some people aren't. Some of the biggest Twitch streamers are saying they don't like it. It's a bit of a noobish thing. I think it's pretty decent. It looks pretty good to me. So I'm looking forward to getting a hold of this. I may live stream this tonight. I'm going to be tossing up between Sea of Thieves and Fortnite. Let me know what you want to see. So what has been going on in Fortnite? Let's cover this first. You've just seen there the Pantropy weapon. It is live to go. They've also got a brand new event, well, a returning event, 50 vs 50 version 2. But the biggest one of all is the replay system is now available and live. There's all sorts of things you can do with it. You can save your matches and watch them from any type of angle. You can speed it up and slow it down. I can't wait to see what type of content people can make with this. I've got some ideas. I haven't been putting a lot of Fortnite content out on my channel other than a few news updates and live streams because I just have so much else I've been playing. And with Fortnite oversaturated, I think things need to be unique. But me and my son have come up with a good idea for traitors. I'm going to be showing you montages of us giving guns to people in 100 1v1 and seeing what happens when we be kind and be friendly. Will they turn on us? Will they help us? Can we do some team killing together? I know strictly it's against the rules, but we'll only take it so far. Maybe we can betray them and we'll just see the results of it. I think it'll be really interesting to do that with the replay system. So stay tuned for that. That is something I'm going to be working on over the weekend with my son. Mainly because he is absolutely OP at the game while I shoot like a potato. So the Pantropy has been added. They've done loads of changes and nerfs and buffs to the vending machines. And they've also nerfed and adjusted the guided missile. In fact, the guided missile isn't actually working at the moment. So if you're trying to utilise it, according to their tweet a few hours ago, and they haven't updated it, they have taken it out of play because of an animation glitch. Now, double pumping. If you've been a fan of Fortnite, you'll know about double pumping with shotguns. It looks like they have taken that to the next level and nerfed every single weapon that could utilise that trick. By having two of the same weapons next to each other, you can quickly fire off 2 rounds and effectively kill people really quickly. Now when they changed that to certain guns like the pump shotgun, it just went to a different weapon. But it looks like they've done that with all the sort of heavy hitting guns. So you won't be able to do that anymore. They've put a tiny little timer on every single weapon when you equip it. So the ones that are affected are the rocket launcher, hand cannon, revolver, tactical shotgun, pump shotgun, heavy, bolt action sniper rifle, hunting rifle and the crossbow. Now I told you guys the vending machines have been nerfed a little bit as well. They've reduced the chance of a jug by 50%. I'm not going to go through every single one of these. I will leave the link down below. You can go and take a little look for yourself. But there it is highlighted while I talk about the next few things as well. The guided missiles have had even more adjustments to it. Lots of issues with it not affecting the game, end of game properly. If you tried using it at the end of game screen, it wouldn't enable you to go back to lobby. And lots of issues with the camera just not centering on your player after utilising it sometimes. So it looks like hopefully a lot of them have been fixed. I haven't actually had the chance to really try it. Only once have I used the guided missile. But it'd be pretty interesting to see what's going on with it. So 50-50, it was a bit of a flop when it launched. It was interesting, but it just wasn't like the trailers where you had 2 forts next to each other going for battle and war. Well, it looks like they've changed a lot and they've adjusted stuff. One of the big things is though that your stats will not be tracked while you're playing this game mode because it's a large squad mode. Daily and weekly challenges will work except squad based challenges. Now, one of the changes I do believe is that the buses now have separate colours. The friendly bus is going to be a blue outline, the enemy has red. Final storm circle visible on minimap at start. Players have 10 minutes to loot the map as the storm closes in on the circle, then 5 minutes to fight and another 5 minutes as the storm shrinks to the end. That's a really good change and adjustment. Supply drops come in batches of 3 to 6, they fall every 2 minutes and only land in the final storm circle. They've added a dotted line to the map which indicates the battle lines between the 2 teams. Crossing the enemy line will make running into enemies more likely. This is exactly what we wanted. It's going to be more like the trailer than we've ever had. I can't wait to try this out. Loot, farming resources increased 75% over default. They've increased floor loot spawn likelihood by 15%. Floor loot spawns double ammo. Ammo boxes spawn triple ammo. Chests spawn double ammo and consumables. Supply drops spawn double ammo and extra consumable resource drop and traps. Basically, they're going OP. In this game mode, obviously, there's going to be a lot more loot needed, and that's what they're doing. They've got a brand new Builder Pro configuration, which is a bit like the Combat Pro, but it's meant to be better for placing stuff, so that will hopefully please a lot of people that find it a bit tricky or that don't like certain designs. And they've got a new squad comms wheel, so you now be able to shout and call out proper stuff like, you know, there's an enemy, you need meds, give me a weapon, etc. It's going to be the right D-pad on your controller or in the emote menu on mobile. The loot llama can now be opened through destruction as well as interaction. And they've added a blue tint to friendly traps to help distinguish from enemy traps. There's a bunch more bug fixes, I'm not necessarily going to go through them, and they've added and changed a lot more audio stuff. Overall, it's a pretty substantial update. It sounds like it's really beefy. I can't wait to try the new Fault grenade, try the new 50-50, and take a look at the nerfing of the double pump weapons. They have improved optimizations in CPU performance, which has basically meant that they'll load things a lot quicker on Xbox and PS4. And if you are playing it on mobile, a bunch of fixes with graphic and audio indicators not necessarily working on silenced weapons, etc, etc. As ever, I will always leave the link for this. Go and check it out for yourself if you want more precise details. We're going to be taking a look at this, like I said, in a live stream, but I want to go through all the rest of the news. It's just so much to cover today. So, Sea of Thieves, is it an update to stop the sinking ship? Maybe not. I think people are probably getting a bit frustrated now that there isn't any content coming. I mean, the game has technically only been out, what, 3 weeks nearly? Not even that, 2.5, 3 weeks, something. So maybe it's a bit too early for content. However, because the game lacked so much content, people really are crying out for some stuff to be added rather than just more bug fixes. The good news is it's not going to be a large one. It's only around 120 GB. They have reduced the blunderbuss damage, they've increased the eye reach damage, and they've reduced the aim down sight sensitivity on PC. They've also added some little fixes for mouse binding on PC too. In terms of issues they've fixed, you won't go into a state where you can no longer ship a second weapon, and they've corrected an issue with players receiving very little warning of a server shutdown. Players should receive a minimum warning of 30 minutes for a server shutdown. It does say here though that they generally only happen in scheduled server maintenance, not like a common event. If you live in South America, there is a brand new data center, so you will have your own data center rather than relying on going thousands of miles to get a good connection. Multiple server and client crash fixes and known issues is what they'll be working on in the next update. It really isn't that much of an update. I don't know about you, but I ain't getting excited about one nerf to balance weapons, a few changes just to PC. I think Sea of Thieves really does need an update very soon to stop it sinking any further. It's a load of fun to play a multiplayer, but certainly it still needs a hell of a lot more to make it more sustainable for players to keep playing it. Trading companies now have limited void stock that refreshes at 6 AM every day in game time. This limited void stock is currently not explained during purchasing. Some players cannot see their downloadable content in game. Once you redeem your code, here's the support article that shows you where to find your items in game. If you still cannot find your items in the game, please raise a support ticket. A bunch of problems with things not being equipped or pirates change of colours of hair and stuff like that not necessarily working. And a lot of issues with the bounty quest skeletons not spawning correctly. Apparently they have managed to put a few little improvements in this update, but the majority of the rest of it is going to be resolved for the next update. They've got a bunch of support articles here, which is pretty interesting, that they're like literally linking to different places you can try and check things out. So if you do come across a bounty quest and the fault skeletons aren't spawning, go away from the island and come back once it's out of range, and hopefully it should trigger it to come back up. The island name banners should appear. It's a bit crazy that they've still got these types of issues. I don't want to be a downer on it because I love the game. I love playing it with friends. But damn. Let me know what you think about Sea of Thieves. Are you happy enough that they're just fixing things for now? Or are you already hyped for some more content? And we're finishing off with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on the PC has updated the test server. Now the test server's got a bunch of stuff. Obviously the brand new map has been available, the Savage map. It's been live a few days now, so you haven't had the chance to try it. Go and download the test server branch and you'll be able to try the 4x4 size map. Apparently lots of people saying it's really good for close-up combat and it's starting to feel a lot more like Fortnite, which apparently is a good thing. In terms of what they've added today though, they've added a bunch of changes to Miramar, the desert map. And Miramar is coming to console at the end of April on some test servers for Xbox. In a blog post today, they detailed the efforts they've gone to make optimization on console a priority, implementing brand new stuff, and it's looking like Miramar is coming to Xbox at some point in April in the test server capacity, maybe even as a full update. So back to the PC version. My boy, who's just like my go-to guy in terms of Battle Royale stuff, has been telling me there's too much loot and too much stuff going on in the construction part of the map. And a lot of that is what's made the map boring, that people aren't just running all over the map to have fights or experience stuff. They're just going to Los Leones and the construction part. So they've improved it by putting some really higher tier loot much further north in the map. So if you're looking to try some of the brand new stuff or some of the more harder to get stuff, make sure you go north. A huge change is they've taken away clothing. There's going to be no in-game clothing to pick up. It does seem a bit redundant that you can just go around and change your top or your jacket. They're probably leaning towards making it that your cosmetics really will matter what you buy, and that's what you'll have for the whole match. So how do you feel about never picking up a new baseball cap or a brand new leather jacket? You're going to have to wear that cheap stuff you haven't been able to unpurchase or unlock any of the other stuff until you actually pony up some money or you get enough loot. And one of the biggest changes for pure gameplay is they've adjusted the blue zone. Now there is just way too much to go through all here. There's lots and lots of changes. I reckon the best way to do it is just to jump in the game and give it a try. But the general gist of it is that the blue zone delay time has been reduced. You'll be given less time to linger between phases. The maximum speed of the blue zone has also been reduced. The blue zone will move more slowly towards the end of the game. And the damage inflicted by 7th, 8th and 9th blue zones has been increased. Except for the first blue zone, the probability of creating an extreme safe zone, one far away from the centre or the previous circle, has been reduced by 30%, and the final blue zone will narrow down to the centre instead of narrowing down to a random spot. And the total wait time, including the blue wait inactive time, has been reduced 195 seconds to 90 seconds. As the end of the match approaches, the safe zone will increasingly favour areas with land over areas with water. On Erindale specifically, the first safe zone will be revealed 30 seconds earlier, and on Miramar, players can now see the first safe zone while flying in the aeroplane. Let me know what you think about that. Are they some good changes? Do you think it's going to speed stuff up, or are you a bit disappointed that they're giving people less time to go and loot for stuff? And where do you sit on the whole Fortnite and PUBG content wise? Fortnite seems to be running away with updating their game on a weekly basis with new and innovative ideas, whereas PUBG have just been a little bit on the slow side. But it does look like they're really trying concerted effort to put more into these updates that they're doing. What would you want to see me live stream more? Let me know in the comment section. Sea of Thieves, Pubg or Fortnite. I'm open to suggestions at the moment because I feel like I've just run out of live stream stuff that I really want to get into. Now on to the last part of the Access show, where I show you something brand new or something that's really early development and may not come out at all on even Steam, Xbox or PS4. But Pantropy has been in the limelight a bit. You've seen some content from me. I got an early access alpha key to show you guys. Well, they've just launched their Kickstarter, and guess what? They've already achieved funding. That is great stuff. The more funding for it that comes about, the more chance we might be able to see this game come to console, and you guys know I'm always banging on about early access games coming to console. I really like it. I really think Pantropy's got some good ideas, and I think it's different enough to survive, you know, in the survival world of games like these. The mechs, the way that you can control stuff, it is really fun and interesting game, but at the moment when I played it in the alpha, obviously it was just very much lacking in content. So now it's fully funded on Kickstarter, and you can go ahead and still fund them and it will reach their stretch goals. It means really good stuff for it. It means they've got financial backing and they'll be able to carry on updating and putting more content into the game. Hopefully we'll see a full release on Steam, and maybe some of the stretch goals may be included to put it on console too. So go and check it out. I'll leave the link down below, and I've got a very special Pantropy video I've been holding and waiting on, and I'll be posting it this weekend. I am Jade Plays Games. For all the best early access information about all the games that you like, I like, go and check out my channel. Make sure you've got notifications turned on. Also take a look at my website and make sure you come and check out my Discord. And don't forget to leave a like. I will see you rat bangs very soon. Bye bye.